I don't know why, but you were watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
In the heart of a major city, in a place raised to honor Earth's past protectors, the world will again learn, sometimes, superpowered intrigue doesn't stop at the grave. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 1, beginning crowdfunding Memorial Day 2025.
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
What's going on, Pops?
Not much. Just answering a message real quick on my phone because people have to bother me as soon as the show starts. These people from TED Talk X,
Right?
sent me this invite to training to do a TED Talk. And I'm like, I got 5,000 goddamn shows or videos or whatever under my belt. They should be inviting me to do a TED Talk, not to train for a TED Talk. What makes them think with 34 weekly shows I have time to go mess with their training to tell people about what I do, which I'm pretty accomplished in telling people what I do. I don't think I need any training in
Sounds
that
like
respect.
Sounds like a scam. Is it actually TED Talk?
Oh yeah, it's a dude that's trying to get me to pay him to train me
No.
for a TED Talk. There's no guarantee I'm gonna get a TED Talk, right?
Do not pay anybody any money.
I'm giving dude the shit right now. It's like he's like he said, sounds like you're pretty accomplished. Why haven't you been invited to give a TED Talk yet? I say, well, that's kind of what I'm wondering.
Is that the requirement for TED Talks, just to be accomplished? Hey, I've raised two.
Yeah,
I've raised two well-adjusted children. I feel accomplished. Invite me to TED Talks. I don't.
I mean, they should know I ain't got time for this. If they know anything about what I'm doing to the point to invite me to that, they should know I ain't got time for that.
Right.
Invite me to come out and talk. I'll come out and give you my 2-hour talk. But I ain't got time for your training class. Come on, guys. What? Sure. Do I need a little polish? Do I need to not talk street and be so pops? Yeah, I might have to clean up how I talk a little bit and you know, but do I need their training for that? No, all I have to have is one of my grandkids standing here and that cleans it right up. Right. You know, I mean, the cuss words all go away, all that goes away. Just put a grandkid next to me, I'm good. You know.
Everybody wants money. Money.
But you know, that's just the whole thing now.
Right. So your calendar pooped out on you, and we're not sure who the guest was for today.
Or if I even had one. I don't know.
Correct.
That's the whole point. I can't even look in like I could go look at 100 different conversations with people and hope I find one that says, "Oh, there's a date that I can lock in," but I ain't got time for all that either.
Right.
If you have a show booked anytime in the near future on any Madness show, get with me so that I can lock you back into my new calendar.
Yeah.
I don't know what that meant.
Yeah. Call Pops. Say, hey, I was on your calendar, man.
Yeah. Josh Perry, we are going to talk about inauguration. We're going to talk about some people's campaigns. I don't know. It's because we don't know where we are or if there was a guest for today's show. We kind of ad-libbing. Okay.
Right.
One thing we're definitely going to cover is YouTube's constant blackouts of our content. We're definitely going to talk about that a little bit. The inauguration. It was on 400 YouTube channels today. Okay. Ron was sharing it. Or Rob, I mean, was sharing it on his stream on the network this morning. We kept getting blacked out.
Yeah.
I could watch it anywhere else, but not on my network.
I actually had my TV going in the living room, had it muted. It had the same shot probably 90% of the time. He was on, I want to say, right side.
I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, but it was kind of like, wow, I'm watching the exact same stream live that YouTube blacked out on us. But in Rumble, we went over to Rumble, and I just stayed over there with him, and no problem whatsoever. So hey, I did accomplish something today.
What?
I turned in my my PDF file for my my ash can again.
Yeah.
Yep. We had a couple of tweaks we had to do to it. So, but now that's back at the printer.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, it's like, they should know that I have no time to train for something that I do daily.
Right.
And, matter of fact, we're doing it right now.
Josh Perry says he'll be right back. And he wants to talk about movies.
I just told you what we're going to cover, bro. Every show we got ain't about movies.
Right. So apparently, Trump has signed a bunch of executive orders already,
Well, of course, that's his job on day one.
right? And they set up some little table on a stage for his next stop. He's going to sign some more.
So yeah, I told him, I said, they should know I have no time to train for something that I do daily. Matter of fact, we're live right now talking about you.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I don't need you. I don't need to train for a TED Talk. If somebody cares about what I do enough to want me to go out and speak as a public speaker about what I do, all they got to do is hit my email. That's all. I'd be glad to go out and tell people how I ended up getting involved, doing what I'm doing, what we're trying to build here. I'd love that. I'd love to be involved in public speaking like that. Am I going to go pay somebody for a training course to do what I do?
No.
No. I'm not. I'm a little perturbed with these people, man.
Yeah.
I had to get the hat back out. I'm fucking tired of these people, man. I was trying to be all nice and Santa Clausy and shit last month. No more. I don't care who they are, man. I get people going out here talking about America's embarrassing. No, you're embarrassing. You're embarrassing for saying something like that. Okay, the divisions, the kind of divisions these people create, and then they act like it's everybody else or it's America in general. And it's comments like that cause division. America's embarrassing. Ain't nothing embarrassing about America. Do we have some politicians that are embarrassing? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, we do. A whole bunch of them, actually, on both sides of the aisle, embarrassing as hell. I got to fix this fucking green screen. Goddamn. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if there's not enough light. I don't know what's going on. But I don't like fading back into the back of it.
Right.
But yeah, you know.
Did it work? Yeah, it's getting better.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the distance. Now. I don't know if it's the distance or what's going on. I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Pretty much like everything else on the net.
Kind of like YouTube. Sometimes they'll let us do stuff, the rest of the time they won't.
But yeah, we got let me see. We got tons of stuff we can talk about. Okay, I'm even fading into that one, and I'm not wearing anything that's green or that color at all. That's fucking weird, man. I hope it doesn't do this shit. Yeah, it's gonna do it for Killer Karen's taping too, man. What the?
Gotta be your jacket.
It's just a fucking gray jacket, though. It's not green. It's fucking gray. It's like.
Yeah, it's already better.
It's almost the same color as the shirt. There ain't much difference, but whatever.
Right. Hey, sometimes there is.
This shit. This thing ain't supposed to be fucking showing. It's supposed to be that's what it's for, right?
Two things about colors, and it kind of goes back to what you were saying a minute ago about somebody coming in and telling you how to do your job, right? And my old employer, when I was screen printing T-shirts, he would always slough off people to me, right? Go take care of this guy, Levi. Like we'd get the fire department would come in to look over the building and be like, Levi, take care of this guy. And this guy comes in and he specializes on how to improve the quality of your business, the speed and repetition of stuff, and he's coming there and he's asking all these questions. I'm just sitting there going, it's a pretty easy concept. It's screen printing T-shirts, but if you're going to be here to make me more productive, you might want to know what my job is. So the second part on that is mixing colors. Some people have it, some people don't. and just a minute amount of things, pigments in something that something else will pick up is crazy.
Let's see if this works. Well, now you can see there's light behind the motherfucker now.
Yeah.
But it didn't help. No, it didn't help at all. It's made it too bright.
What are you doing over there in
Dante's basement? I'm trying to make sure that this is going to work when I have to take Killer Karen, man. I'm just saying, if it's screwing, if all of them are screwing up, that would mess up my taping thing.
Who's coming on Killer Karen?
I'm not sure who's next. Remember what my basement Karens used to look like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, we're in trouble. We are in trouble.
And that's another thing. Them people at Teespring, them people at Teespring that haven't sent Carrie that, or sent me that mug that Carrie bought for me, which I appreciate. They finally sent her an email that said that they're going to work out a refund with her.
Nice.
And I seriously encourage you to get that refund, Carrie, and order it from the other store. Because we already know Teespring's fucked up. Let's check Fourth Wall. Let's test out Fourth Wall and see if they get it to me in any kind of, good time. Could it be that Dante is popped? Could it be? I don't know.
They were separated at birth, Carrie.
It is alter ego type thing, right? It's like if Pops could have got away with being Dante all his life.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad I was forced to be a little bit productive in my earlier days.
Well, see, I wasn't, and I had to find that kind of drive on my own. My work ethic when I took a job, I was there every day. I did the job,
right?
And if I got respect for being there every day and doing the job, I did it for as long as they let me. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I shit work, sometimes it didn't.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah, well, I'd rather that they send you an email that says that they're going to talk to you about a refund than you sit there waiting on a mug that may never get fucking sent out. There's something hanky going on with their business, because Teespring was like the fucking store online for everybody for a long time. And I don't know if they just went diamond on us and, penciled down on people. I don't know what the hell happened over there, but we hooked up with the new store anyway. We'd rather you got your money back from them motherfuckers if you can. Because if they're restructuring or something, it could be 2 more months before they send out the mug, and it's a lot easier to push a couple buttons and refund some money than it is to actually print the mug and ship it out. And I don't think anything's gospel with anybody, Carrie. I'm just saying, nobody. There's so little online that you can trust anymore, that you're going to get your money's worth, or you're going to get it in a timely manner, or it's like, if it wasn't for certain creators that are like snap on time with their projects, I'd have no faith at all. But we got people that are like right on time, people that we promote here in the Madness that are right on time with their campaigns. When they say it's coming, you get it. Not too many people that we promoted that didn't fulfill. We usually see those people ahead of time, and we just don't talk about them. You know, I remember a couple of them, man, that it looked like, man, that book ain't never going to come out. I'm just going to quit talking about it. And I did. And some people still waiting on them books, right? It's like, man, I like to promote the people that are taking care of their fans, doing it in a timely manner, doing it in an affordable way, and acting like they're happy about it.
Right.
You know?
I got Fund My Comic up over on another screen over here, and I'm looking at two of them right now. One of them's Sherlock Holmes, and the other one would be Phenomenova.
And the problem is that the first American incident is with a personal individual, not a corporation. So, you know, I wouldn't compare the two, because you got a scumbag here and you got a huge corporation that was doing just fine 6 months ago over here. Okay, so, you know, I would count more on Spring giving you your money back than that scumbag dude. Just saying. Yeah, they're both asshats right now. But like I said, one of them, you know, like you said, Teespring was fucking everybody's YouTube channel had a Teespring store attached to it. I'm like, I want one of those. Boy, am I glad I found out they were full of shit before I attached them to my channel. But now, if you look down there on YouTube, you'll see the shop button. You can click on it and you go to our Fourth Wall store, which has a mug for cheaper, the same mug for cheaper. You know, can I tell you? Just need somebody to order something from them so we can make sure they're on time. So that's the whole thing, man. You don't know if the company you're hooking up with is worth shit until somebody orders something and they get it and they go, hey, Pops, I got it. It's cool. Or where's my shit? Which is what happened with Teespring. Where's my shit? Right? Say what? He likes to stalk you on live streams. Boy, I sure wish I knew who this fucking clown was so I could tell him what I think. Because, you know, leave Carrie the fuck alone, people. Carrie's cool. Leave Carrie the fuck alone. I know. I haven't even looked over at Pilled. We got anybody on Pilled? No.
I couldn't get the tab to pop up so I could mute it. So it's all you today.
I'm over there looking. There says there's 2 people watching on Pilled. One could be Doug Curtis, because he just asked me a little while ago what our address was over there. So, Doug, if you're watching on Pilled, what up, bro? Pilled is different. It's different than the rest of them. I mean, you can actually say hi in different ways. Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
That's right.
You got these little gifts that you can pop up into your comments. Pilled is fun. If you're not down with Pilled, y'all need to go check out pilled.net. That was my promo for Pilled real quick, because look, they've been really good to us since we went there. You know, has anybody ever seen Facebook or YouTube or X or Rumble or any of these other platforms post that somebody shows going live on their platform? Ever? Have you ever seen YouTube? Hey, everybody, guess what? Pops Van Zan's going live on the Madness Comic Network. No. Nobody. Pill does. They go out on X and they tell people, hey, everybody, check it out, man. Fucking Madness going live soon. They promote our shit. Yeah, I like those guys. They're cool. You know? What more can you ask for? But that the platform your shows are on they're actually promoting your shows. What more can you ask for out of a platform?
Not a whole lot more. Oh, wait. Pay you for the content.
It's kind of like what I do, though. You come to our platform and I promote you, and I go out and tell everybody about your freaking shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do the same thing I do. I love them because they get it. Plain and simple. You know.
Rex, no.
Levi. We're going to get to Levi. Don't worry.
Thank you, Carrie.
Carrie's like, she's like, I ain't being the guinea pig on the next fucking store. You get somebody else to do that shit. Look at her.
Right.
I said, get your money back, but get your money back from them fucking asshats that have had us waiting with no response, with no nothing. And then finally, we'll work out a way to get your money back. Finally? Yeah. Don't worry. Teespring is going to get no love from the Madness Comic Network in the future. You know. No, I think, I don't know if Kaz watching or not. Kaz, I think we need to, I don't see any reason why we can't use company funds to order and test the store we're using, because that how they treat our customers reflects on us. So I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be able to purchase a couple items from Fourth Wall and see what they look like. Like, you know what I mean? Kaz, if you're watching.
Just don't be buying any of those Trump coins.
I'm going to be like, Kaz, if you're watching, I'm talking to you. What can I tell you? Yeah, see, now she wants somebody else to be the guinea pig. I get it. No, they have what do you call them? What do you call them? Spores. They make spores, man.
Oh, but yeah,
I was on spores.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Wasn't that a thing over in Swamp Thing? Didn't he have a relationship with a lady over there? I didn't read the book, so
I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Makes me want to go to Lori's house and play piano. I'll bet that thing's so out of tune.
So, I don't know about so.
How about I tell you what. Do you have a project? If you're watching, do you have a project you want to promote? I mean, a legitimate project on one of the platforms that you're trying to promote. Because if you do, we might have a little room for you on the show today. Maybe.
Hey, just to address Carrie's comment down there. Usually, seeds are formed after pollen, or at least in my experience. You know, like the pollen is released by the male plant, which causes the seeds to grow in the female plant. So, and then this new seed.
Don't the seeds grow in the female plant, and then when the male plant pollinates them, that's where you get a seed that will actually grow?
No, I guess on some of them, you know, but you have seeds once the female plant is pollinated, it grows seeds, and then the male plant can die, and then the seeds can simply drop out of the plant and regrow. I don't know.
See, I don't know about that wildlife shit. We put them in the fucking pot under the light. Dude, my friend grew a bud once.
Mm-hmm.
a bud, not a plant.
Right.
It was this tall, one spear, right?
Right.
It was a foot tall. A stem came up out the ground, and it was a spear of bud.
Yeah.
The way he trimmed it, it just kept growing in and growing into itself and entwining on itself. And in the end, it was just a big fucking bud, dude.
Yeah. I've seen that where they turn them into bonsai pot plants, basically.
It was, I mean, this was just one tall, straight spear, you know, like the spears that you used to get off one branch.
Right.
It was just a stem with a spear on top. With a spear, it was crazy, but it was really good too. Really
I don't know. I don't know if it'd be called squirt. I'd call it pollen. I would have the baby be a girl. That way I could call her Polly.
I'd call it a spore.
Yeah.
Spore
for a boy, Polly for a girl.
Sport for a boy. Polly. How you doing, sport?
Hey, if I do have a campaign brought up on another tab over here. If we want to just look at it for a second, get some eyeballs on it.
Bring it. Act like we're actually doing the show today.
Okay.
Act like we're actually doing what we're supposed to be doing.
I really wish this campaign would fund.
So before you show it, everybody,
just back it already.
there you go.
There we go.
Just fucking back it already.
Add to the stage. Matthew Crikey. Man,
his name is Craig. Like
Craig?
cake. It's Craig, like cake. I think it's exactly how he told me.
Craig. I'm gonna take.
Yeah.
What he said. Craig.
Matthew's a good dude. You guys see him in the chat all the time, sharing his link all the time. Give that thing a little love, man, because I promise you the next one will be 10 times as strong looking as this one is. It's like he came in this one kind of blind, didn't have a lot of guidance or anything, and I promise you the next one, or if he redoes this one, it's going to be really good. But he could use the support on this one, man. You know, just to get to that point where confidence is a big thing for these guys, yo. You know,
it would be, man. And he was one of those guys when you gave him advice, he actively went in during the show as we were interviewing him and changed and took your advice.
Yeah.
So he's just showing a willingness to learn and grow, and yeah.
He didn't have anybody guiding him in the beginning, and you know, then it was like, okay, how can we fix? But at the end of the day, I guarantee you that the next time he does something, the art's going to be better. I haven't had a chance to read the story because I ain't got the book yet, but I won one of the copies that was up for he had a contest going on.
Yes, he did have, yeah.
Yeah, and I won one of those. So it should be here any day, and I'll be able to actually tell you guys how the story is, you know? And you know me, you guys, if I like it, I'll talk about it. If I keep talking about it. You know that. So, and I'm not an influencer. My taste is not the same as everybody else's. As Levi, I laugh through horror movies. Literally giggle my ass off through horror movies. It's crazy. So my taste ain't the same as everybody's. But I know, you know, I mean, everybody has room for improvement in their campaigns. Okay. This guy actually is willing to listen and wants his stuff to be better. So, you know, help him out, man. Get this one funded, and hey, you never know. You know, I mean, you might like the story a lot, and the next one's going to be a lot better. You know.
It from what I remember, I could be wrong. It had what was the old TV show, The Night Stalker?
Yeah, Kolchak.
That's what it was. That's what it reminded. Yep, it reminded me of that. So if you're a fan of, you know, the horror investigation, that type of thing, seems like it would be a good book, at least a good read.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it in my hands so I can help him some more. Because I want dude to just like with Stephen B, man, these guys that aren't well known, nobody knows who they are, and we're trying to help them get seen and help their stuff, gain some type of a following for the niche that we're all in. It's hard. It's hard to find followers in niche comics because comics are already niche.
Right.
So I mean, then you break it down into more, okay, horror over there, superhero over there, everything, right? And before you know it, your little werewolf book or whatever is a niche inside a niche inside a niche. It's hard to build a following for that. You really got to work at it, guys. Well, Matthew's been out here all the time, all the shows, commenting in the chat. The only thing I have for Matthew is he needs to go to other platforms and other shows and get in their chats as well, not just ours. You know what I mean? Get out there in the big ocean.
Expand a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, don't just come here. Go everywhere. Go Luke Stone Show, Nerd Bacon, places like that. Get in the chats. Hey man, I got a book out about my comic. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I know everybody doesn't give you a wrench, but you can still get in there and say, hey, this is who I am, and I got this book, and it's on Fund My Comic. And you can put the name of the book and Fund My Comic in a comment without putting an actual link there. And people still going to know to go to Fund My Comic and look for that book, Night Slayers. See, so... but go everywhere, man. Don't just come to the madness. Go everywhere.
Yeah.
Our small little, although albeit growing, small following cannot fund everybody's books. It's like we need help from all them other platforms too. Yeah, it was on Kickstarter. That was when he first came out, and he didn't have a whole lot of knowledge or help or anything really. What is up? What's up, John? John, it's John. Hey, John, what's happening? It's good to see you popping into the horror movie club last night in your chat. It was fun. Ghost Pepper popping in over on Pill with a little hello. Is that Dankety Trump? It is. It's Dankety Trump. That is awesome.
Do we want to do we throw the link in the chat? Is that what we did? John, you want to come on for a minute and just chill that for a minute?
Whoop, whoop.
You got it? Okay.
If you want to come out and tell everybody what you're doing on Friday, you can do that.
Come on out, John.
You can do that. Oh, man. StreamYard is just... I don't like what's happening with my green screen. I don't know why it's happening. I don't like it. I don't know if the thing's falling too far backwards or what. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
I know that dude. I know that dude. Do you know
I
that
know that dude. Hey, I
Come
know
on,
that
John.
dude.
Hey, what's up?
It's all action. It's all action. What's up with you?
Nothing. Just 3-day weekend. That's all it takes is 3 days for me to turn back into a college guy. Stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 days in a row. It's gonna be rough going back to work.
Kill Stan is getting ready to launch number 2 campaign, so I'm sure fulfillment is right coming at you real soon, Carrie. Don't know about mittens. Not my circus over there.
I know I've lost track about half of the campaigns I've backed just because there's no updates.
Well,
Me
that's
too.
what she's saying. Basically, she knows
Yeah.
Zaf dropped an update, but she doesn't know what's happening anywhere else.
So, John, what do you have going on Friday?
I'm sorry.
What do you have going on Friday?
A bunch of people have been asking me, can I come on and pitch? Can I come on and pitch? And, you know, and I as much as I want to help everybody, not every campaign, like if I give them an hour show, I feel like I'm endorsing them. And then my subscribers get like, dude, you recommended this horrible comic. So I want to make it and I'm not saying anybody's horrible. So I want to do a show on Friday where anybody come in, pitch. You got a couple of minutes, the next guy. You got a couple of minutes, the next guy. So everybody understands I'm not endorsing or panning anything. Just everybody could come in and shoot a shot. Because you know what? People helped me out when I was at the beginning. You know what I mean? I was on a couple other streams literally for like 3 minutes, like talking really fast, pushing my comic. And I don't really see that much anymore. You guys do it, but I don't see a lot of people doing that. So,
I used to do it for a whole freaking weekend once a month.
Oh, I didn't know you did it that much, but I know you did it. You were one of the early guys that had me on.
When we did CromCon, back before I met you, we did a show called CromCon once a month, and we'd come out on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'd give people a half hour. Get a half hour, then the next guy, then the next guy, then the next guy. And we do it for 12 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Rough. And we did it once a month, bro. And that's how I met all these freaking people and how the network, how it grew. It got to the point where people didn't really need an online con anymore. The cons were back, right? But I started doing it in April of 2020 when Emerald City went down. That was when we started doing CromCon, and we did it every month for 39 freaking months, bro.
Forgive me, I didn't know I was going to get invited. I'm having my dinner.
I'm still drinking coffee. What time is it? Almost 6 o'clock.
Vietnamese chicken fried rice with pineapple.
Yummy.
So good.
Carrie, I don't know what happened when I set that thing up. The first video I set up ended up being a short. YouTube came in like 3 days later and gave me the smackdown on that and banned it. And then I don't know how I didn't have comments set up. I pushed every single button I was supposed to push. So I don't know.
Hey, Pops, what are you doing at Lori's house? Does she know you're there?
Yeah, I wanted to come tune the piano because I know that thing's out of tune, bro. That piano over there.
So if I could chill for a minute, Heroic Tales #2, the campaign's going to be launching in February. Things are moving really, really fast.
Do you have a something to show us? What?
I could. Let's see. Can I show? Yeah, I could show you a cover or two, but that's about it.
Right. I'm good with that. Is this the first time they're being shown?
No.
Damn.
I'm really bad with spoiling stuff. I get excited.
Me too. I don't care. I throw it out there. I love spoilers. I do.
We have this. We have the perfect clip for stuff that's never been seen before. You know what I mean? So I always check first. Has anybody seen? Oh man, if everybody's seen it.
Oh yeah, I showed it on this already. Yeah. What did I just do? I just accidentally closed my screen. Damn
it. Yeah, that's how the internet works here, people. That's how we do it.
Okay, I don't know if I showed this before, or to you guys anyway, but I know I showed this. But this is the cover to Mary Sue. There's 2 stories in my comic. There's the Patriarch, and then you flip the book over, so it's gonna have 2 front covers. So
she made a flip book.
Yeah, I'm making a flip book because the original premise was every issue is gonna have a different character. Then people got mad because they liked the Patriarch, and I thought maybe I was shooting myself in the foot by Richard C. Myers stuff.
Let me ask you a question from my friend Edwin and Moth Squatch. Who's printing your flip book?
Teespring did my first comic. So
Teespring is Teespring? Or you mean Comics Wellspring?
Comics Wellspring. Yeah, Teespring makes T-shirts. Yeah, I'm printing it on T-shirts. It's a wearable comic. I'm inventing
it. No, we were just cussing Teespring out a little while
Maybe
ago.
that's why I had it in my head. I heard you mention it earlier.
Yeah, we was cussing them out, man. They ain't delivering. They're like a comic pro, right?
So
they ain't getting the product in the fans' hands nearly a timely enough manner. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So this is the Mary Sue cover. That's the character Mary Sue. For those of you who are watching and don't know what I'm talking about, like, why is he talking about a Mary Sue? Yes, her name is Mary Sue. Yeah, and Mary Sue is perfect. So she's, I'm goofing on the whole concept of Mary Sue.
Yeah,
Mary Sue. Yeah.
When I explained it to my 9-year-old niece, and she read, "Oh, cool, Mary," and she got the concept. I was like, "Wow, a 9-year-old." So
this is great. The artist is
this Renzo Rodriguez is still the artist. This colorist is Oscar Carano, and Oscar and I are working on another comic that I always thought it was going to be late, but him and Tonic Ball are working on it. It's coming out faster than I thought. We're going to do another comic called Eddie is Doomed, where Oscar is doing the art and the color. So let's see if there's something else I could show. I think there is. Where did the file go? I'm always clicking on. Oh, okay. I could show this if it loads. Of course I can't open it. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on. That's not happening. But it's about 50% done. Renzo just did the cover. Oh, I could show that. Renzo did the line art pencil covers. Let's see if I could show that. Oh, okay. We could show this. This is the pencils. Why isn't it? Okay, there we go. This is the pencils cup. Oh, not inked. So I have an inked one, but he didn't upload the inked one yet. And this is being colored by Daniel right here. So this is the patriarch fighting the Subterranean. The Subterranean is my mole man mixed with the Hulk type character. So the whole there's going to be a through line through the patriarch. He wants to spend time with his kids playing Dungeons and Dragons, and he never gets to play. And then he has to leave the house. Here he is underground, basically doing a dungeon crawl for real. Fighting underground monsters. So there we go with that.
very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody is tuned into other stuff today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like there's big stuff going on the internet, and man, everybody's watching that.
My wife is Canadian, and she's not really into politics, but she works from home, so she has the big TV set, and she's been watching it. For one, she's kind of fascinated with all the pomp and circumstance and everything.
Yeah.
Whether it's my guy or not my guy, I never watch this stuff. I want the government to be invisible in the background.
Yeah, that's what you hope for. They're not supposed to be the stars on the screen all the goddamn time.
So I don't want to hear speeches. I just want to see my life improve. So
yeah. Let's make stuff better. Don't tell me what you're gonna do.
Just do
it.
But my wife, she watched Prince Charles become King Charles. She loves all that pomp and circumstance.
And what he says, the military musicians are really great.
Yeah.
Really great. Yeah. I mean, there's part of it that you want to see, and then there's part of it that you go, come on. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't care that Bill and Hillary are there. Don't care. I don't care who's in the crowd. Why are we here? To inaugurate the president? Can we just do this? Put the hand on the Bible, put the other hand in the air, say the thing, get on with getting to work. Oh, there you go. Carrie's and Prince Charles is king now. We don't keep track of that stuff over here, Carrie. Sorry.
Yeah. So this is the cover to Eddie is Doomed. I'll reduce it so we can get the whole. But this is a second comic that I'm working on. So it's not Heroic Tales, but the eagle-eyed people will see how it fits in with Heroic Tales.
That's cute, Carrie, but the Obama ones have a more bristly, toilet head, brush part. They work way better. I'm just saying.
I recognize this artwork, or it seems very similar, very familiar to me.
It looks to me like a what's that guy's name? Dillard?
No, it's
different art. It's like something Dillard would draw.
I want to say, have you explained this concept before, John?
Yeah. So the guy in the front is Eddie, and Eddie is drawn by Tonic Bowl, who does Saving the World, Saving the Universe. And the background is all drawn by Oscar Carreno. So the premise of this comic is Eddie is a 35-year-old comic book collector, lives in his parents' basement. And Eddie wakes up and his father tells him, Mom died, your sister died in a car accident, I retired. It's too tough to live here anymore. I'm retiring and I'm moving to Florida. You have to find your own place to live. And what does Eddie do? How could you do this to me? You're ruining my life.
Right.
He's not a bad guy. He's just immature and selfish, and he's taken the easy way out throughout his whole life. So now he manages a supermarket. He goes to work. He's miserable. He goes to the comic book store, and he finds out that this is set in 1986. Or 1985 rather. There's a reason, and he goes to the comic book store and he finds that there's a comic book called The Doomed Earth. And The Doomed Earth is they got a new editor-in-chief at Top Comics, and he's destroying the old continuity and starting a new continuity to make it more in line with Premier Comics, which is selling better. So poor Eddie everything about his life is changing.
Both worlds crumbling.
Right. So Eddie,
my real world, my escapism world.
Right.
How dare you?
So I describe this as Love and Rockets meets Crisis on Infinite Earths.
It sounds like this dude's going to be highly suicidal.
So Eddie, well, Pops, Eddie is doomed.
Eddie is doomed.
Eddie is doomed. And
okay.
it's going to be mature. There's going to be some mature situations. I want to make that, even though the conceit is that Top Comics and Premier Comics are the two comic book companies that exist in the Heroic Tales. So like the Patriarch's kids do read Top Comics and things like that. So that's how it's tied together. So you will probably see like a comic book on the ground someplace in the future with Phenomenal Man and Thunder Woman and Captain Arachnid so you can see there's two versions. There's the Golden Age Phenomenal Man. I'll make this bigger. There's so you see these two golden characters, the P's. This one, the Silver Age Golden Phenomenal Man. There's the Silver Age, and
the
Bikini Girl. There's the Golden Age Bikini Girl, Silver Age Bikini Girl, the Robot Gorilla. Because in the Silver Age, if you put a gorilla on the cover, it's sold.
Right.
So you got to have a robot. And then there's Cat Nurse down there in the corner. Somewhere they were like, "What do girls like?" And one guy goes cats, and another guy goes nurses, and he goes Cat Nurse.
Cat Nurse.
And I can see you have Jane Foster down there in the corner too. I mean,
that's Thunder Woman and Thunder Girl.
Yeah.
That's Captain Arachnid. The Tombstone Kid. There's some great characters. The Mystery is the magician character over here. You can see
The question marks.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
you can see over on top of Robot Gorilla, there's the Silver Age Captain Arachnid, who's from space, and the Golden Age Captain Arachnid, who's more of like a spy hunter. I just because when I asked Oscar, I was like, "Yeah, I gotta have cartoon characters. Would you mind designing it?" And he did so good. I was like, "All right." My first rewrite, I didn't really have the comic book story. It was just focused on Eddie, and it was 11 pages, you know. And then once Oscar did these designs, I said, I got to expand the superhero portion of the story. So I'm on the 3rd page of my original script, and I'm up to 15 pages. So this is going to be a big one shot.
Dang.
You know, Eddie, poor Eddie. Eddie is doomed. You
Eddie's doomed.
like floating head in the house, like MODOK lives there. Yeah. So that's what's going on.
Since it has a would you say an adult rating on it, or
yeah, it's going to be adult rating. Yeah,
adult rating. I'm going to assume that Eddie probably is doomed. That we are not expecting a happy ending.
Oh, come on, man.
Eddie is doomed.
Doomed. I'm gonna take him at his word.
Well, I mean, you know, Eddie can be doomed and still end up coming out on top. That's, you know, I mean, it just depends on what kind of deal he makes with the devil, right?
Right.
Yeah, one more day. Yeah, he makes a deal with the devil, and they keep the continuity of the. So far, one of my favorite. He's explaining how the continuity issues are not that confusing. He's the Golden Age. The Golden Age bikini girl has red hair, larger bosom, and a blue bikini, whereas the Silver Age bikini girl has blonde hair, smaller bosom because of the Comics Code Authority, and a red bikini. One got her powers while working in the Air Force. One got her powers while working in. That's not confusing, you know. And the guy just looks at him like, you know,
redhead, ancient, blonde, recent history, right? See, you know,
I'm just thinking of like, you know, like Power Girl is the Silver Age version of the Golden Age Supergirl, and you know, it's all confusing to people when they're not interested in it.
That's the problem. They're not interested in it. To us, it is interesting, and we just absorb it all. I never had a problem with multiple Earths and multiple timelines, and it's comics.
It isn't it fun. It isn't it fun that DC made this big event to get rid of their multiverse, and now everybody and their grandmother totally understands the multiverse.
Yep. Yeah. I tried explaining the Scott Summers family tree one time to my wife, and her eyes just rolled back.
Forget about it. I'm a comic book nut job, and even that is too much.
Yeah, you add in Madeline Pryor to the situation, and you're kind of like, wait a minute.
And then now there's a whole nother version of the original X-Men out. So there's 2 versions of Scott Summers. And how long before the new version of Scott Summers has children of his own? That's the new version of them.
Right.
To me, that's just an admission that they made a mistake, you know.
No.
It's having their cake.
Look, the X-Men, to me, the coolest part of the X-Men was the first 3 or 4 years while Gambit was part of it. And, you know, I mean, it kind of peaked with Gambit. And I haven't seen anything since then that made me go, oh, that's cool. That's new. That's awesome. You know, I mean, it's all kind of been this. Even when they bring in new characters, they're kind of the same as somebody else who's gone. Like they're trying to replace somebody.
Well, now all the new X-Men are all just self-inserts for the writers, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't believe it's 10 years. 10 years ago, I quit Marvel and DC. I quit in 2015.
Been about 7.
I'm gonna go have dinner with my wife. I just all right, see you.
So Fridays, what time on YouTube?
Friday on John's Long Box, 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. If anybody has a comic book, come on in and pitch. Just come on and pitch. The only thing is, don't curse, don't show nudity. You know what I mean? Just
right.
If you can't pitch your comic without cursing and showing nudity, then I'm sorry. But, you know, I try to keep a family-friendly show, you know. But, I mean, it's okay if you have that stuff in it. Just don't have it in the pitch.
It's the patriarch. It's who you are. You got to be that way, right?
Yep. All right, see you guys.
Take it
Bye-bye.
easy. Yeah, I don't know.
I do.
I will cuss like a sailor until I got a grandkid sitting
Right.
right.
Sometimes that doesn't even slow me down.
Well, it depends, right? You know, I mean, if I'm in a heated discussion with somebody, you know, then I'm probably still gonna be cussing. But you know, for the most part, one of them comes down the stairs, I try to not, you know. You hear that? That's the puppy, man.
That's the puppy. Sounds
That's
like a big boy.
puppy.
Big boy.
Yeah, he's growing pretty freaking fast, man. And yeah, thanks for popping in, John. It's always good to see you, brother. John's Long Box, everybody. Now, some of you know we do a replay of one of John's weekly shows every week. It's Saturday night. We do, you know, in case you missed it, random stuff from John's Long Box. And I'll go look at this because he does a bunch of shows during the week. So I'll just kind of go look, see what he did last week, pick the one I think everybody wants to see, and I replay it for him on Saturday night on the network. More views, more people seeing him, more people find out about John's Long Box. They go over and they subscribe. They get involved in what he's doing over there. Networking, people. That's bottom line. That's really all this is. There's my TED Talk. Network, people. That's all you gotta do. Network with people. You want to grow? Water that tree, baby. Go talk.
All right. Hang on.
Oh, what do you mean hang on?
Hang on. Well, I was gonna pump it all up first.
Okay, well, pump it. Nobody really saw it. Go ahead.
So this is book 3, Galaxy Memorial Park. Book 3.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. First time ever. Only me and Jay have seen this. I'll give you your first time. You got to. Where's the first time promo at over
we
here?
Get to do this. We get to do this thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Now I got to fix that thumbnail to say Madness Entertainment Group exclusive. You see that? That's how old that is. That's back when we were still using the comic related madness. That's when we were just a Facebook group, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's how long ago that is.
So,
you want to show it or not?
So I'll set it up. Book 3, Dionysus is doing of Tome of the Reckoning is doing the first 16 pages of book 3. It's a flashback scene for Silverbug. I sold him on the idea. I said basically it's Spider Gwen battles mobsters in an Italian bar. The page that I'm going to show is one of her powers is she wraps up into this little tiny ball, think of like a bug protecting itself with a shell, and she'll roll around and she'll bounce and pop up out of the shell type deal, right? So this is the page right after she's just shown using that powers. She rolls past the bad guys. She bounces up, does the whole big boom. So here it is, and I think this is page 12. I think. Here it is. So this is Dionysus from Tome of the Reckoning.
Well, she's got skills.
You got skills. She's just bounced up and popped out of the ball, and she's doing the quack, getting both guys, and now yeah, I'm loving it.
And if you don't know Dio from Tome of Reckoning, go over on X. You can check him out over there. He's always dropping cool stuff. He shares people's stuff out. He's somebody who understands. He gets it. Good person to have on your friends list. Just saying.
Right.
Got a lot of people on my friends list. Don't care shit about what we're doing. Don't share out nothing. Don't like nothing. Don't comment on nothing. And it's like, man, why are you on my friends list? Why?
Right.
Well, I mean, what are you getting out of it if it don't even move you enough to drop a like every now and then? What are you actually getting out of it? You know? I had like 1,800 friends on Facebook. And they're all active people on Facebook, but you know, the algorithms kill you everywhere you go, people. There's only one platform I know where the algorithm doesn't exist.
You can find Down East is right here.
There you go.
Reckoning Comics.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff he has. Good stuff he has.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, yeah. So if there's somebody out there that's like, man, Pop's never sent me my fucking link to Monday Madness, the link was in the chat, and we told you. I've been saying it for, like 10 days ever since my calendar got wiped. If you have a show scheduled with me, any show, it's What's Your Issue, if it's the Fourth Wall interview, if it's Monday Madness, if it's a special edition or a launch or a countdown, if you had a show scheduled with me, please contact me so I can put you back in your spot before I give it to somebody else. I don't want to double book a bunch of people or anything. So if you have a spot scheduled on the Madness, please hit me up. Please. Please. I'm asking all nice and shit. Like, please. So what do you think about that suppressed short we dropped up in there at midnight? Did you see that one? Did you see that one?
Yeah, I've seen it. And I've said it before. It looks like the 2020 elections, man. You got shit shooting up and then just flatlining.
No, I mean the one that we posted earlier that at midnight that didn't get no views all night long.
Talking about the one that had like 19? No, the one he's back. That one.
Yeah, guess who's back? That one.
Well, it's probably
it still says it only has like 21 views.
I don't know.
And I'm just not buying that. Jethro Tull right next to it has 226. I just am not buying that. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's especially the way they hit us this morning on Rob Wilson's art.
Yeah.
And I mean, they shut down ours. And the minute like we pop in the chat and go, well, Rob's is still up. Bam, they hit Rob.
You know what's funny though? You know what's funny? That same short that dropped at midnight over on Pilled.
Yeah.
Like 150 views.
Yeah. Pill's a good site.
Period of time that YouTube has suppressed it. The only people that have watched that are people who are like actually friends of mine that saw it like on Twitter or something and then watched it. You know what I mean? They saw the link somewhere and went and watched it. Everything we do on YouTube, all of our shorts, like 80-90% of the views come from the YouTube Shorts feed. That one, as few views as it has, but only 30% of those are coming from the YouTube Shorts feed. The rest of them are because we're sharing it out, trying to get people to go look at it and bump the number up, right? Every other short, man, YouTube, the shorts feed is where we get 80-90% of our views. You know they're suppressing us. Like you said, the flat lines of it. It is so ridiculous that everything we do is being like manipulated by YouTube. And people wonder why I want to leave YouTube. I want to go somewhere where they're not manipulating my content. You know? Is this stuff still we're on Pilled right now, bro?
Yeah.
And the same short that YouTube with so many millions more users that go to YouTube than Pilled. Millions more, right?
Yeah.
But only gets a percentage of views that Pilled get?
Should be more.
Yeah, it should be more, not less.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we're getting down in there. Yes, I am. I'm putting myself on the front lines in some cases. And when it comes to free speech, if y'all ain't on the front lines with me, I don't know what's wrong with you. You know, they come for the artist first.
It's
That
true.
free expression shit, that's the first thing they shut down when free speech goes away.
Mm-hmm.
What? Then you become a pawn of the state and you draw what they tell you to draw. Are you looking forward to that future? Because if you're not, then you better get up here with me.
I'll quit drawing.
You see what I'm saying? It's like you won't even be able to express yourself the way you want to anymore. And we already know they have their thumb on the internet. Don't think that's going to be how you're going to do it. You know, come on. That's why we have places like Pill to go to.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, don't even think for a moment this morning that I didn't just like, man, if I had a server to put all my content on, YouTube would be getting shorts only forevermore.
You were pretty hot this morning. I'm kind of glad you canceled the.
Yeah. You didn't want to hear what I had to say about YouTube this morning. I'm telling you what. I mean, I'm still thinking all them things. Don't get me wrong. I'm still pissed. I'm still like, what the hell, man? 5,000 videos. That's the kind of respect that they give us. That's how much respect they have for your content and mine. They don't give a fuck, guys. They don't. They don't deserve our content.
They don't.
You know, and you know, like I said, if I had a server to store all this on so that I could, you know, access it once the Roku's ready to put up, I'd be fucking gone, man. You know, they wouldn't be getting anything else from me. Just promo bits. That's all they'd be getting.
Yeah.
You know, and that day's coming. That day is coming. You treat me like shit, I'll just use you. I'll just monetize you and use you. You know.
Well, they're the big bully on the block. They think they have you where they want you.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody thinks that. You know, but like that, I got 7 times as many views on that short on Pill than I got on YouTube. Waste my time. Waste my time. You see what I'm saying? It's like right now, YouTube is my private server. That's what YouTube is.
Maybe they know that.
The only reason I'm putting content there right now, from now on, they piss me off to that point where now that's how I look at them. You're my private server.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't be there long.
Mm.
Let's see. Did we get him? Oh, yeah. Let's see. What happened here?
So, TED Talk bothering you again?
Yeah, it's like, he's like, how come they haven't? And I'm like, why don't you ask them?
Right. I do like some of those TED Talks. There's been some pretty interesting ones. There was one lady who did her TED Talk on her strokes, and another one that did a TED Talk on the broken vestibular. So both of them were really interesting to me. You know, it was the neurologist that went on there and described her own stroke, and hers was way worse than mine. She literally had to. She says, "I have this epiphany as I'm having." She's like, "I'm having a stroke." I finally get to know what all my patients go through, and she's having to take a business card and cover up each number. It took her, my goodness, like a half hour just to dial the phone to get help to her.
Oh,
yeah, because the numbers,
everything was blending together. Yeah,
everything was, stroking out on her. So, and the other TED talk was the guy with the broken vestibular, like me. He was just simply giving it to let architectural students realize it's kind of like it. You can't just change society for 0.0001% of society. You know, like you can't just tell all these archaeologists, not archaeologists, architects, hey, the way you design buildings and stuff really fucks with your vestibular when your vestibular is broke, you know? So it's kind of like he just like, hey, I'm just telling them just to keep this in mind. Not every building needs a checkerboard pattern on the fucking floor, you know?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh man. I had a friend. Well, he was my brother-in-law's brother. That's what he was. But he was an architect. He was a really good architect. And one day he went, boom.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, architecture's rough, bro. It's a rough profession, man.
Oh.
Maybe the checkerboard floors got to him. I don't know.
Could have been.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it because we talked about it anyway, right? And since, YouTube has a problem allowing people to see it, I just figured we go ahead and show it here, and then everybody watches this show will get a chance to see it, and we'll give it that many more views.
Okay.
On YouTube, right? Actually, no, we can't play it here because the music will get us struck.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the music would fuck it up because I asked for something. I'm going to put the link. Did I put the link? I think I did. Yeah. I think I put the link up there. If I didn't, I will. Because, everybody should go look at this. Everybody. Please go look at that short right there. Please go look at that short right there. You'll think it's hilarious, I hope. If you don't, well, you should, because we just put up with 4 years of motard. Election has consequences, right?
According to Obama, they do.
Okay, so news update on the Madness store. Because I'm not the one that was setting it up. Kaz was setting it up, and the pricing, I was like, we don't have to make this much on this and this much on this. So all the prices on those items that are there have all been lowered to what I think is more fair and appropriate. And we ordered a test mug, and Deepak plans on ordering a hoodie. So we will have some test merch to check out from Fourth Wall, and the price is all just lowered, people. So I think you can get that coffee cup now for like $10, and the shirt's down. The t-shirt is down to 20 where it should be, not 25, and I think the hoodie is like down to 35 instead of the 39 or whatever was on there. We lowered them up. Okay, we lowered the prices on the stuff, and we're going to be putting more stuff up there if there is. And I'm serious about this. If there's a piece of crom art, a certain thing that you've seen, a piece of crom art or network art or show logo, anything, if there's anything Madness related that you want on a shirt or cup or whatever, hit me up and we will add it to the queue so you can order it. Okay, anything you want, we're going to try to make it so that you can get pretty much anything you want. So some of it will be like custom stuff. We'll set it up so you can get one, and then it may never happen again because nobody else will ever want that again. You see what I'm saying? You might end up with something like totally custom. Look through all the stuff you've seen. If there's something you want, say so. We'll hook you up. We will. Kaz is Kaz is the guy, all right? Because he's the one that got the store thing straightened out. you know, I'd have never been able to do it by myself. Of course, he was having a hard time getting it done by himself. Every time we get something, every time we come up with one of these obstacles that I used to run into when I was trying to do this by myself, when we're in a meeting together, we overcome these obstacles. You know what I mean? It's like between us, we get it figured out and we get past it and on to the next thing. But when we're working on these things individually, we both get so frustrated and we're like, man, I can't get this figured out, dude. And then we'll get together on it and we get it figured out. You know, that's how it's been working. We are going to put, I mean, she did do a couple crumbs. If you're trying to get that Princess Pops, forget it. That's not happening, Carrie. Not happening. Not happening. Kaz is my partner in the Madness Comic Network. He is my financial advisor. He's the CFO of the company. On top of just being a friend and a great guy to bounce ideas off of, and he has a world of knowledge in business that I know shit about. Okay, Kaz, my dude. All right, nobody fuck with Kaz. I'll come at you hard. I'm just saying. That's my dude right there. Yeah, he is. He's solid, man. He's the one. I wouldn't know anything about Pilled or any of that if it wasn't for Christy introducing me to Kaz. You know, all this came out of the Flip City networking with the people at Flip City. That's how the madness finally got legit. You know, nope, not happening. Nope. If you want Addie's Crom, you can have Addie's Crom. If you want Biden, Hoover Biden, you can have Hoover Biden. There will be no Princess Pop. I'm sorry. I can neither endorse nor recommend that product. No, not.
Hey, I want to go back to this one right here, Woody. I watched it. And I like it. The Spy versus. It had shades of Capone. It had shades of like High Plains Drifter. It had that look of don't fuck with my boy this time,
bro. It was the Undertaker.
Oh, he was. Yes. Oh my goodness. I was like, that hat. It's a message. Flat out, it's a message.
Yeah.
So
that was great. It was great. Nope. Not happening. Nope.
Two.
Nope.
One for me.
Nope.
Two. Pretty sure we get three. Because Addie drew it. She'd won one of her own artwork on her own cup. That's at least 3 sales right there.
Hold up now. I'm going to tell you how it is. When all the dudes in the network have been princessed, then we might do a series. Then we might do a series, but there's going to be no individuality stuck on me. I'm just saying, it ain't happening. It's going to be a madness thing or a dead thing.
Right. Oh. Addie better get busy then.
Yeah, she had to draw out everybody. Crisco, you, John, everybody. Every dude in the network. Okay, Dustin, Zombie, you know,
right.
Ivory and Dre from the ID show. See, you have to get everybody.
That'd be
yeah. You can get all them people to agree to it, then I'll agree to it. That's it.
All right.
It has to be a network thing.
You heard him, Carrie. Rewind this. Write all those names down, and we'll get this done.
Omer, you know.
He keeps adding people to the list now.
Every dude in the network, man, it's got to be all of them. Just start on Sunday, you know. Work your way through the shows all through the week. Every dude. Silverline, all the guys on Silverline, you know.
Come on, Pops. Lead by example.
Will not be happening. Will not. And it's not in the file of art that I sent to Cause for the store. So
Contact Addy.
I
Get that
did send
file.
some good stuff over there.
Mm. Nice.
I did send some good stuff over there. There's one piece that I was like, man, this would make such an awesome blanket or towel. Or, you know, I mean, I have it as a tapestry, right? But it's the one that Edwin did, the Wizard Crumb. Hold up. Hurry up and load, stupid. Yeah, that one. That would be a badass beach towel or blanket, or you know what I mean? And something big on the wall, right? I really like that one.
That's bitchin'. I love that.
You know, you'll be able to get that one. Let me see what else we got here. Oh, Pops and Crom's Excellent Adventure. You know, if you're a Bill and Ted fan, there you go. There's Pops and Crom's Bill and Ted, right? What else do we got? Bill Moss. Bill Moss did this for me a long time ago. He drew me the barbarian me, right? And then it was like I asked him, I said, man, can you put Crom in the reflection? And he did. So that's going to be available as a shirt or whatever you want. We got some Doc Blaylock Crom, because you know. There you go. And what else do we got? You guys know Frank Forte from Heavy Metal, Bob's Burgers, Rick and Morty.
Right.
He gave us one too.
Nice.
That's a horror Crom carry. Horror Crom. And you know, there's one more. I think there's one more. Yeah. And this one is for people who think that I should do anything that I shouldn't do.
Like Princess Pops. See? It's got the wand. It's got the wand right there.
There's the one. No, this is going to be the bestseller right there. That's going to be the bestseller right there.
Right.
Nope, no Princess Pops mug. This won't be happening. Nope. There are certain lines will not be crossed. All right. I was a good sport and let it be drawn. Showed it to people, let them all have their fun. It won't be worn.
Right.
It will not be worn. Okay.
Oh, you got him, Carrie.
Speaking of which, Carrie, have you checked the tracking number today? Where's your package? I know you've looked. Come on, where is it?
She's busy typing.
I know. She's got so much to say. But see, I'm over on Pill making fun of her, and she doesn't even know it.
Oh, shoot. See, I know I should have opened up that tab. Yeah.
That's what you get for coming on YouTube and talking about Princess Props. I just don't think that many people would buy it, first off. You know, I really don't. And I think people would much rather have Crom stuff than Pop stuff. And I'm going to keep it that way. We sell Madness and Crom merch, not Pops merch. This ain't supposed to be about me. Know what I mean? Well,
there's a ton of them.
Yeah, a whole bunch of wasted brain cells because Yeah,
Yep.
dude, that's only a few of them, Woody. I got like a file with like 100 different croms in it, bro. You know how hard it is to try and figure out which ones to put on merch? I got so many, man. You know? And Addie can have something on the store. She sent me the croms that she drew and took the backgrounds off so that we can put her croms on a coffee cup or a shirt or whatever. So don't worry, Addie's gonna be in the store, hon. We got this.
She's just saying you're the one that brought it up.
No. Not as far as merchandise. I didn't. Never. Not.
Right. She might
Pretty
want
sure I shut that down right from the get, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's not happening.
She just wants an Addy Crom. An Addy Crom coffee cup.
Yeah, Addie Crom's cool. Well, I mean, she's got the two different croms. You got to look at them, man, and figure out which one you want. But they're so different. They're so different than everybody else's croms, you know. I mean, they are definitely unique. Ms. Addie is.
Yep.
I'll pull them up for you real quick.
That one's cool.
And then this one is the one for the coffee cup. He looks like Wile E. Coyote, doesn't he?
Nice.
He got that goofy look to him. I love it, though. These are the ones that he made. And you can have them. Like I said, we have tons of any crom art that you've seen, man. I mean, we have so much of it. Those have to go in the crom art book, too. That's the other thing, man. I mean, look. Let's see. 10. I have 56 pieces in the crom art book. In the file for the crom art book. 56 crom pieces.
Crom. That's my guess.
See that? She loves crom. She loves it. Yeah. We got so many, though. It's crazy. Jim O'Reilly, Manny Soto. Manny's got a few of them in here. Bill Moss has a couple. You know, Edwin Badillo has a couple. Our girl from Dragon Child, Katie Shaw, she's got a couple crumbs. Doc's got a few in here. Daphne Lays has one. Frank Forte, Eric Hodson. We have a full page of Glenn Fleming.
Mm-hmm.
A couple different Jim O'Reillys, couple Lee Reeses. Oh man, look, Lee Reese, this dude. Look at this.
Nice.
And he's looking at his reflection in a silver globe. Man, look at that. That's badass.
That is cool.
Lee Reese is also the one that gave us booger eating or booger picking crom.
Right.
Okay. Booger picking crom and let's see. Then we got Q's crom.
He's done a ton of them.
Yeah, but this is a big one that you can actually see, you know. He's got little crom everywhere. This is my favorite one that Doc did, is this one. Let's see, what else did we got here? This is a very early crom, like one of the very first croms. And he was trying to make that alien's head go pop. You know?
Nice.
Because crom don't care, right? Then there was...
That was such a great movie.
Then there's ones that we probably can't get away with. But we'll try anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll try anyway, because
If you made him gray toned and just called him Steamboat Willie, you probably could.
we're not calling him anything. See,
Yeah.
and then there's the Crom DeLorean. Oh, let's see. Eric Hodson did a cover with his dreaded Dinosaur Man and one of the demons from Russ Leach's Only Death Can Save Us.
Yeah.
And Crom's like the game master holding him in the palm of his hand. You see all that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know nothing about ladies with pink hair. I don't know nothing about ladies with pink hair. Wait.
Bring that up on one of the draw streams when Addie's on there.
You got to get her to pull that out. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is we have a lot of different Crom art that people can have merchandised if they want. You'll realize that I said Crom art, not Pop's art. Crom art. We're not selling Pop's merch. Pop's is not the star of this show. Pops doesn't want that. I don't even want it to be like that. I want it to be about the madness and about the people in it. It's the way it's always been. I've tried my hardest not to not be the face of this thing. That's why I keep giving shows away to other people and trying to get. I don't want to be the one everybody thinks about when they think about the madness. I want them to think about everybody else's shows too.
Right.
That's why I gave Freewheeling Friday to Ryan. I want people to, when they think about the friends of Ryan's think about the madness, they think about the Freewheeling Friday show, not Pops. You see what I'm saying? I don't want it to be like that. I don't want to be the influencer. I don't want to be the guy everybody leans on, takes the word of and shit. I just want to run a network of all kinds of different cool stuff. That's all.
Dionysus just sent me another half page.
What are you drinking? Are you inauguration drinking right now? It's okay. I just want to know. We got some people out here celebrating for sure. How many people went and looked at that link and watched that short? How many of you? That one right there. Do you notice that didn't come up as a link? Did it come up as a link on YouTube? I don't know if it did or not. Let's see.
Yeah, it came up.
Okay. Y'all go click on that link. See how many views that thing has got now. We're the only ones that it's like we have to trigger that algorithm because that one goes up a little bit, flatlines, goes up, flatlines, goes up, flatlines. Every time it flatlines, we have to re-trigger the algorithm. You know what I mean? That's how it's turning out to be with that particular short. It's not like the other ones that just took off straight up. This one, as soon as it starts going up, it goes right. It goes up, it goes right. It's at 26 now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. All the way up to 26 views in 15 hours. Right. More than that. In 18 hours. That's horrible. You see?
Now, Carrie, I'm a little bit confused on the beans. You want me to add to the campaign? You got my like breakfast beans, like the kind you eat, or beanie babies, or are you talking about beanies?
Beanies, yeah, head. What do you mean launches in November? It's not your Memorial Day, it's our Memorial Day.
Well, she's thinking of Veterans Day for us.
It's May.
It is a good idea though. we had thought that if we get far enough ahead, we might do 2 campaigns in a year, and the second one would be on Veterans Day.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pop it on both those days. We also got to get you with the people with comic books for the troops, so that we can hook up a tier for you on the campaign where you can have people can buy your book for themselves and buy one for somebody overseas, have it shipped to a service member that's stationed out abroad, because that's cool. I like those guys, what they do. Dude, the Crom stuff is all hilarious, man. I got so much of it. People just keep drawing him. They just keep drawing him, and I just love it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Someday we'll print up that art book, right, RJ? The problem is that some of that stuff people didn't sign. Some of it, I seriously can't remember who did. I have so many of them that I'm like, oh shit, who did that one? Oh, they didn't sign it. Shit, who did this one? You know,
right? Not having not having a decent signature when you're an artist is.
Well, I mean, I just didn't. You know, I wasn't thinking we're going to put all these in an art book when I first started getting them. Right now, some of them I just remember because they're so good, or I know the person well. Some of them were like, you know, somebody just did it on the side. Somebody that came and went, didn't really hang out in the madness even anymore, right? Damn, who was that? Who did that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Fulfillment should be within 2 months, maybe 3 tops.
Yeah. Because it's more of a pre-order than it is a traditional fund my campaign type of deal. Right. Like everything's paid for. The only thing we'd be looking for is reimbursement for the printing costs. And then even then we're going through Critical Blast as the publisher. So we're going to be taking a lot of our cues from what RJ says.
Yeah, and if RJ's fulfilling it, you'll probably have it within a couple months. No problem.
Yep. Yeah.
No problem. Because that's the experience I've had with him. You know, it's like, I'm pretty sure he's, I don't want to say picky, but looks well enough at somebody's record, you know, at how much of the book's done, you know, and then of course if he has anything to do with who's printing it and stuff like that, then he's in the know from beginning to end, and he can tell you know, yeah, I can get this one out. You know.
And that's kind of what we're looking for, you know, with our experience that we've had right now with Kablam. We're both to the point where we're just kind of like, you know what, let's bring in somebody else and somebody with a little bit more knowledge and somebody who has done this and doesn't have to learn it from the ground up, you know.
Yeah.
So,
and I personally, I mean, the print on demand companies, that's cool and everything, but I want to know there's a first run to the book and there's an end to the first run of the book.
Well,
and when they do print on demand, you don't get that. They could do that for 5 years, and who knows how many they're printed, and you don't. The collectible value is hit by that missing number.
Right.
You know.
I think for me though, with RJ, when it comes to RJ and us choosing him as a publisher, it was just here recently because I was under the impression that it was all print on demand. I had no idea he had a warehouse now.
Oh, dude.
You know. So I'm like, okay, well, if you can store the books,
he's doing all kinds of stuff. It's just what you want him to do. You know, I mean, the thing is RJ's background is logistics.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter what you're asking of him. He'll figure out how to do it, the cheapest way to do it, the best way to do it, get it done. That's what he does.
Right.
You know, I mean, and he's really good at it. Like I've never had anybody come to me and go, man, RJ really fucking fumbled the ball in my campaign, or man, I got this package from Critical Blast and it was all tore up. I never heard any complaints about anything RJ has been attached to. That's a lot of freaking campaigns now.
Every book I've gotten from Critical Blast has showed up in amazing shape.
Yep.
So, Hey, Carrie, I'm not so sure about the merchandise like hats or shirts and stuff like that. I've done that stuff in the past at conventions, and I've always ended up with gigantic duffel bags full of unused shirts that aren't in my size. So
Yeah.
tell you what though, when you order the book, tell me what size shirt you wear, and I'll see if I have one. You know, of something old that I did 10 years ago.
Levi,
So
I'm gonna throw this at you real quick. All the stuff you have piled up like that,
right.
we can put you a little store up on the website, bro.
Well, see,
Well, I don't mean like building a website. I mean, we can put you just like a little add-on, a little plug-in with your store and everything that you have overstock of that's been sitting around forever. Who can just throw it up there? Somebody might buy some.
well, so the duffel bags were underneath the stairs, and when we pulled out the Christmas supplies, we actually brought those out. And then you mentioned like you wouldn't mind having a couple of shirts. So I recently went through those duffel bags and pulled out shirts in your sizes and various sizes, and I'm out of every. I've got a shit ton of smalls, mediums, larges, and then it's a crap show XL. And then there's nothing above it. There's nothing 2X, there's nothing 3X, there's nothing 4X. I used to do every convention. Is that
printing more, and these are the sizes we got, and you know.
Yeah.
Now, if you get to the point where you're printing other stuff and doing other stuff, then you already have a plug in on the website, and you just drop stuff there, you know.
Right.
But yeah, like I say, you never know. You know, they're not everybody's big.
No. And my boss used to say the whole world, 90% of the world is XL. You know, so I would do fives. I would do 5 smalls, 5 mediums, 5 larges, and then I would branch out to 10 or 15 XL, and then I would do back to 5 again, 5 2XL, 5 3, and I would do 3 to 2 of the 4 XLs. So, but man, it's a moneymaker, especially if you're printing your own shirts, and I was able to do everything at cost. So I was printing up shirts at like less than $3 because he would let me use the ink and the equipment for free. So I was getting shirts printed for like $3 on the weekends. I was doing the work, but then I would turn around and I would sell the shirts for $20 at the conventions.
Right.
So,
see, $20. That's what I say. I had to lower the price on those. It was $25. I didn't think that was cool.
Well, this was 2013, 14, 15, and 16.
Man, come on. The t-shirt, man. The t-shirt. Not only that, but you got people out there and they're carrying your advertising around. Don't overcharge them to promote you. Come on, man.
Dude, I would make deals with people. I would. There was this one guy, he would hit me up every year, and I would say, 2 sales, bring me back 2 sales, go out in the crowd, bring me back 2 sales, and your shit's free.
Luke Stone, he sent me a Fund My Comic Street team shirt. You know why he sent it to me? Because he knows I'll wear it when I go to a con. And I'll wear it on the show every now and then. And you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that goes for everybody out there. You know, I mean, I wear Doran's shirt on the shows on Ray Hill, and I tell people that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
it was required for my family members, my son, my daughter, and my wife to be wearing my shirts all throughout the convention time. Yeah.
I just realized that we got about 10 minutes left. We better start playing some
ads,
some outros here, some outro stuff, and say goodbye to everybody. We will be back tonight. I think we got Burning Yarn tonight. And what else do we got tonight? It's freaking Figures with Dustin and Zombie tonight. So, you know, we still got more programming. Like I said, this network ain't about pops. It's about the man.
Well, we got today's Monday. We got Behind the Code with Joe.
Behind the Code. That's a new show that just started last week with Joe Bachman. And Kaz really likes that show because he's a computer guy. So, you know, Kaz, if you're watching, Behind the Code tonight. Don't miss it. There you go, people. I'm going to let Levi play a couple ads. We're going to get out of here.
All right. Well,
tomorrow morning, y'all know, Tuesday morning brew, you know.
Well, Lori,
Don't want to miss that. Tomorrow's draw stream on exclusive for our friends on Pilled. Yes. Tuesday morning coffee break. Oh.
What was it, last Tuesday? She had the guy on there and he was bragging about his Brazilian coffee candy.
Oh yeah.
This shit's amazing, dude.
What?
It's great candy. It is great candy.
Cool.
So anyway, in honor of today, you know what I'm gonna play first.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that thing. 45,
right.
47. Peace, everybody.
Later, everybody.
Little president in his sandbox play, build a tower, make it stay. Digging deep through the golden sand, building the future with your hands. Tiny suits and shiny shoes, making plans and making news. Friends all gather to join along, in the sandbox they all belong. Little president from that play, every day a brand new day. Learning, growing your own way, in the great big sandbox that is the USA. The USA. Share your dreams with everyone. Sandbox fun under the sun. Big ideas taking flight. With little Trump, everything's bright. Dig a moat, build a wall. In the sandbox, he stands so tall. Dreamer dream, builder build. Little Trump, your heart's fulfilled. Little President Trump, that play. Every day a brand new day. Learning, growing your own way. In the great big sandbox that is the USA. Hooray, hooray, for the USA.
When a series of shipping disasters points to a mysterious sea monster, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson leave the comfort of Baker Street and board a freighter where they encounter unexpected betrayal and come face to face with the enigmatic Captain Nemo and his submarine, the Nautilus. As they delve deeper into the case, they uncover a conspiracy involving a Russian Tsar with an airship that rains destruction on unsuspecting cities. With time running out and the world on the brink of war, the heroes must use all their skills and resources to stop a massive conspiracy and prevent global conflict. From Eisner-winning writer Mike Barron and illustrator Richard Bonk, dive into the depths of adventure and unravel the mysteries of the sea with the world's greatest detective in Leviathan. Order now at baroncomics.com.
Click on the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic.